the Pod Network Entertainment.
Hey, welcome everyone to another episode of Carry Kita. We are your guides into the gaming world, both hardcore gamers and hardcore parents. I am Ray.
And I'm Joey. Our question for today is, ano ba yung Genshin Impact na yan?
So last episode, we talked about the biggest games in the Philippines. And of course, Genshin Impact is one of them. No, just this morning nga I read some news about this. No, Genshin Impact actually got $5 billion in consumer spending. Grabe yung grabe yung numbers that it's raking, no. It's faster than any previous mobile game yung revenues niya. So it reached that level na. I read it just this morning. So marami sa mga naglalaro ng Genshin ay mga tweens, no, kids aged 8 to 12. And since karamihan ng mga anak natin naglalaro niyan, Joey and I thought we should unpack these video games for you, non-gamer parents. So you know what your kids are getting into. No, hindi kasi ako nag-Genshin. Mas teritorya ni Joey at nung daughter namin, si Bean. So, game Joey, turuan mo kami. Ano ba tong Genshin Impact na ito?
Hindi ka kasi baby bra gamer.
Baby bra lang. Cut. Cut. Sorry. Spontaneous yun.
Bakit mo kinat? Okay yun.
Okay
baby
yun?
bra ka lang.
Not even baby.
Isa ka lang bra. Oo. Bra.
I'm a bra.
Yan.
Okay. Hindi. Walang cut doon. Sige, dire-diretso lang yun.
Wala.
Oh, ikaw. Ikaw, baby bra.
Naka-baby bra pa rin ako hanggang ngayon.
Okay.
Oh, yan.
Ano ba, sabi nga, ano ba tong Genshin Impact na to, Joey?
Yan. So, I got into Genshin for research purposes. Nooks! So, Ray and I both work on the marketing and advertising side of gaming.
Yep.
But we know for a fact that the Genshin community is big, spanning not just the players. Kasama dyan yung influencers ng Genshin, content creators ng Genshin, and of course, the cosplayers. So as somebody who works in the marketing side of gaming, I needed to know kung anong pinagkakaguluhan nila dyan. Bakit sobrang sikat?
Yan. Tapos, as a very responsible parent, dinamay mo yung anak natin, si B. Di ba?
Hindi siya nag-Genshin. Ako yung nagsabi sa kanya, uy, mag-Genshin tayo.
In fact, ano ko dyan, witness ako dyan one time, no, si Bean, our daughter, still studying, tapos si Joey's calling upstairs, Bean, Genshin na tayo. Mami, nag-aaral pa ako.
Sabi ko, tama na yung homework na yan. Mag-grind tayo.
Sabi ko, oh, how the world has changed. Anyway, going back. Sige,
yeah,
go.
it's true, no? Pinir pressure ko yung anak ko na mag-Genshin. And in fact, lagi ko siyang pinepester na mag-grind kami kasi mas magaling siya sa akin.
Grind is when you spend lots of hours to level up.
Yes, to level up.
Okay.
Yeah, and Genshin Impact is a free-to-play game by the Chinese company called MiHoYo. I think now they've gotten much bigger. They're now called the HoYoverse. It was released in September 2020, which is great timing kasi pandemic yan at lahat napunta sa gaming.
Tama. Naalala ko yan kung anong ginagawa natin noong September 2020. Naalala ko yan. Familiar ang four walls of the house. Yeah. We were all stuck inside. Gaming exploded nga during the pandemic, as Joey mentioned. And by exploded, we mean not just in sales, in revenues, in usership. Grabe, lahat nag-gaming. Nasa bahay tayo, hindi makalabas. So, lahat namasyal sa virtual worlds.
Yeah, at madaling makapasok sa gaming kung gusto mong, madaling makapasok sa, not just sa gaming, but also Genshin. Kasi nga, it's a free-to-play game. But what makes it different from other free-to-play games is the quality. Yun yung sinasabi ng mga players ng Genshin, no? Para siyang AAA game, mukhang mahal, daming pwedeng gawin, pero libre yung walang entrance.
Ay, ano ba tong AAA na sinasabi mo, Joey? Ano ba yan? Battery ba yan?
Hindi.
Ano ba yung AAA?
Okay. Yan yung mga games na super high quality.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Hindi battery yun. Hindi yan battery.
AAA is games by AAA game developers, diba? Ito yung mga malalaking kumpanya who really does high quality, lots of content games.
And invest a lot of money.
Invest, oo. They have full resources, full companies just to create these games. So, ibig sabihin, nung nagsimula siguro yung MiHoYo, hindi siya ganun ka laki, di ba? Tama ba?
Sila yung gumawa ng Honkai Impact.
Mm-hmm.
I think before Genshin, it was Honkai Impact. So, hindi sila katulad ng sabihin nating Riot, di ba? Or Blizzard.
Pero grabe, no? After 4 years, tinan mo, $5 billion agad ang na-reach nila in revenue from in-game spending ng mga consumers.
I-discuss mo kung ano yung mechanics ng free-to-play games.
Well, free-to-play games is free-to-play. So, free. So, kung nandun siya sa mga, you'll usually find it sa mga platforms where you play. For example, in PlayStation, makikita mo yung game nakalagay free-to-play. Ibig sabihin, you can download it. With Genshin Impact, di ba, nahahanap yan actually sa mobile, may Genshin Impact. Sa consoles, may Genshin Impact. Sa PC, meron. So, lahat ng platforms nandoon yan. And you can download it for free. Ibig sabihin, wala kang babayaran. Malalaro mo na siya agad. No? It's one of the more popular formats ng mga games ngayon, no? Na free yung play, free yung download. You start playing right away. Tapos sa loob ng game, maraming mga for sale. Doon ka mapapaspend. Hindi lang hours of your time, but spend actual money. For example, kasi gusto mo i-customize yung kunyari, yung character mo, di ba? Babaguhin mo yung skins, babaguhin mo yung costume, pati mga moves na bibili yan lahat. So, yun yung mga sinasabing in-game, in-app purchases. I think most of us are familiar with this kasi ang daming mga horror stories, di ba, about kids na just spending their parents' credit cards on in-game purchases kasi kailangan mo ng credit card, kailangan mo ng payment mechanics dyan eh.
Yeah, Genshin is a gacha game. Ang tawag sa gacha, kung tagpunta kayo sa Japan, di ba, yung maglalagay ka ng 100 yen token tapos may lalabas na hindi mo alam kung ano yung laman nun, right? I think in Filipino, ang tawag natin sa game na yun ay bunutan. So, in fact, ang tawag sa pagkuha ng bagong character sa Genshin ay pull. So, para siyang bunutan talaga.
So, you don't really know which character ba you're getting?
They have a banner saying that these characters have a 50% chance of you pulling them. So, alam mo yung characters na yon ay madaling i-pull ngayon. And if you want that character, you take your chance at pulling it. So, there are 2 ways to pull a character. One is by investing, as you've said, time. And if you want it easy at meron ka namang pera, di bilhin mo na lang.
So, invest time, invest money.
Para silang nilaraffle, no? Normally in Genshin, the more powerful, desirable characters are being raffled off through what they call banners. So there's a lot of luck involved. It's very frustrating, but it's what makes it addicting.
Tapos I understand, di ba, kayo ni Bean usually are talking about all of these characters, no? And really blurring the lines between real and virtual, di ba? In fact, si Bean, feeling niya sobrang close na niya sa some of the characters, no? You develop connection with them. Paki-explain niya yan. How you develop connection with these
characters, no? Pag tinignan mo rin kasi yung visual style ng Genshin, mukha siyang anime.
Tama.
Diba? So, it really captures that audience na mahilig sa anime. And if you like anime, anime is prevalent now. It's like, pag tinignan mo yung mga bata dun sa mga first drawings nila, anime agad, diba? So, they naturally gravitated to Genshin because it's a style they're very familiar with. Kasi, ang dating sa Genshin, para siyang anime character na nakokontrol mo.
Yeah.
So, when you pull, the term for yun nga, pagbunot, a 5-star character, of course, it's a privilege, right? Na parang, nakuha ko yung sobrang desirable na character. And then you want to kind of show it off to your friends on social media. And because you show it on social media, your friends now say, ay, ano yun? Ang ganda. Gusto ko rin nun. And that's how it spreads.
Magandang side discussion yung pagiging anime nila, diba? Kasi most probably we are talking to parents here who are kaedad natin or older maybe. or even younger, 'di ba? But our kumbaga orientation on anime before are 'di ba, yun yung mga GMA, mga We Are Anime, mga ganyan na
Nakaka-date
RPM9.
ha? Nakaka-date.
Hindi kasi we have to understand rin kasi at that time piling-pili yung mga, 'di ba? It's not as mainstream now. And I think
It was not as mainstream then.
it is super mainstream now. In fact, that's what I was going on. Parang
Ay, tama.
naka
Nalito ko.
Oo, nakaka-encounter na kasi ako niyan ng mga parents who I talk to na kapag when I tell them, just get into the games. And then when they say, mukha kasing anime, meron pa ring bias dun sa mga generation natin. Mukha kasi when I see them as anime, it stops me on my tracks and wala na it lost me na. But yun nga, sa sinasabi natin, you have to understand that now kasi it's really as mainstream as it gets. 'Di ba? Wala na doon yung mga biases ng mga bata like and obviously, 'di ba? You would know this because you're an anime and also an manga expert. Sobrang varied na nung anime and manga right now that everyone has. It's, 'di ba? It has something for everyone.
Yeah, I think it started with the millennials right now.
Mm-mm.
They are indoctrinated into anime. So it's kind of like it's like their Disney,
Correct.
'di ba? So and when you grow up with those characters and then you see them.
Mga Immortal, listen to the Underpaid Podcast with me, Stanley Chi, wherein we talk about work-related topics in a light manner na parang nagchichismisan lang tayo or nagkukwentuhan. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or kung saan ka man nakikinig ng podcast. Kita-kits!
Their interactive version. That's a new level of play, a new level of entertainment. I think ganun yung Genshin. I can go in detail and nerd out on it, on why it makes such a huge, I guess, social impact on children. Because I think ang nakakadraw sa kanya is it's highly social.
Yan,
Ang laki niyan eh. Ang laki nung span niyan, di ba? Nagko-cosplay sila, gumagawa sila ng fanfic, gumagawa sila ng merchandise. You meet a lot of people through it.
Yan, so let's go into the social aspect of Genshin Impact. No? Sige, tell us more about that.
So, I think co-op kasi yan. So, which means you meet a lot of people in that world.
Co-op means cooperative.
Yeah, it's a
play.
cooperative game, meaning you don't play it alone. Well, you can play it alone, but it's best played in a team. And Genshin Impact is a world that keeps getting bigger with every update. Nag-a-update yan, I think, every month. So imagine, yung dinownload mong game, padagdag ng padagdag yun. Palaki siya ng palaki. So imagine the world just keeps opening for you. May kwento ako dyan. So when I started Genshin, the game was already a year old. So latecomer ako. A friend literally carried me through the levels.
Carry kita.
Kaya nga kineri talaga niya ako kasi developed na yung world eh. So when I got in, I was level 1. They were already at level 90. So sabi niya, tutulungan kita kasi malalakas yung characters ko. So he would help me beat bosses, solve puzzles, get through various regions para hindi ako mabore. So tinulungan talaga niya ako. And then parang naging meeting place namin yung Genshin. So we would meet, like say around after work, mga 8 o'clock, ganyan. And that friend was mobility challenged. He got sick and wasn't able to walk. He said that the wonderful thing about Genshin is that in the game, he is powerful.
Yun, yeah.
He can run, he can fly, he can rescue me. In fact, mas magaling siya sa akin. Diba? In that world, he's more overpowered than I am. So, ang ginawa niya, kinikerry lagi niya ako.
Yeah, I think we already discussed this in one of our episodes, di ba? Parang the lives of the virtual and real lives are actually melding, no? And there's no more distinction, di ba? All of that is, considered as your character, and everything is you. Parang gano'n. So, dumadagdag yung personality mo, nagkakaroon ng layers. And of course, the social aspect of that is dumadagdag rin yung friends mo, dumadagdag yung connections mo, gano'n. Maganda ring discussion yan yung yung when you entered, it felt like malayo na masyado yung mga iba. This has always come up when I talk to parents na parang where do I start? Kasi pag nagkita ko kunyari yung nilalaro nila, sobrang complicated na nung itsura, di ba? Parang tapos ako level 1 lang ako. And I think one of the learnings dyan there, and ang napansin ko dyan, mas madaling mag-get over sa ganong fear yung mga kids, di ba? Than parents like us who feel like
Yes, because as a parent, you always think you're the authority.
Tas
Dapat mas
biglang,
magaling ka, tapos biglang boom, level 1 ka, tapos yung anak mo, level 90, diba? The thing is, the kids don't mind. They would be more
They
than
don't,
happy
yeah.
to help you get through. Like Bean now is helping me kasi mas mataas yung level niya sa akin.
Yeah, I think that's another learning, no? Parang if you really want to connect again with your kids, no? Perception lang yan na malayo na talaga yung mga iba. That perception lang talaga yan. Everyone starts at, level 0, level 1, di ba? So, lahat ng whether kung anong age ka. So, it's just a perception, I think. Moving on to Genshin, maraming mga positive relationship, di ba? As you already mentioned. Let's go to the other side. Meron bang mga bullying dyan sa Genshin?
Not as much as in the other games, no. The system actually prevents bullying. It censors bad words on the chat box.
Yeah.
I think these are measures by the company to encourage, because it's kind of like a younger market Mas bata yung mga naglalaro. Therefore, there are many measures for them to safeguard these younger people.
Yeah, grabe yung mga chat box actually when you log into these kinds of games na online, no. The chat box is there and walang di ba? May mga safeguards, yes, but everyone can talk to anyone. Ano ba yung, syempre that goes also with this topic we call grooming, di ba? I did a bit of research on this, and grooming is when someone builds a relationship, trust and emotional connection with a child or young person so they can manipulate, exploit, and abuse them. Ito yung galing sa definition. So, in other words, parang grooming, aalagaan mo so that ma-manipulate mo yung the other end of sino yung kausap mo. Ang pinaka madalas na victims dito are children and young people, di ba? Kasi sila yung masyadong hindi nakakaintindi. So,
Or they are more open,
more innocent. So, they are target to abuse more. They get to be exploited or trafficked, di ba? I'm sure we have lots of stories about this. Ang pinakamadalas na victims talaga sa grooming ay yung mga young people, no, children who can be, sexually abused, exploited, trafficked. I'm sure we have heard lots of stories about these horror stories na nangyayari. But then again, kaya nga nag-exist yung mga ganitong safeguards, no, within the games, no, to prevent this. Anybody can be a groomer, no matter what their age, gender, or race. Can you tell me, let's discuss more about this, Joey. Ano pa ba to?
Grooming kasi is when you start making someone believe you care. Diba? Yung parang pinapaniwala mo na, isa kang hero. When in fact, meron kang not so good intentions in the end.
That's why, andaling, and especially when you're in a virtual world, diba?
It's so easy to play the hero,
Yeah.
right? Unang-una, yung nakikita ng bata ay gwapong character or magandang character. So it's very easy to associate good virtues to a virtual hero. So therefore, kapag lagi mo, for example, kinikerry siya through a game, then the child begins to believe that, hey, you really care about me and I become attached to you. Grooming is hard to prevent kasi it's very hard to notice not so good intentions in the virtual world. And this is why parents need to be involved. Kasi
You're right.
since hindi mapigilan yung grooming, kapag nag-groom siya, dapat nandoon ka to fall for the child to fall back on to you.
Yeah. I think maganda ring discussion niya, no, yung hindi mo mapipigilan yung mga things, no, hindi mo sila mapipigilan. Just as my parents, hindi naman nila ako napigilan makinig ng Metallica, di ba? Ano ba yan? Noise, di ba? Hindi naman nila ako napigilan. So, ganun din yung mga kids natin. You can't really prevent them from doing what they want. But, kaya nga, hindi ako agree masyado to all of these messaging out there na parang just to scare parents, no? Scare tactics. We shouldn't be scared as parents. We should be there.
We should be aware.
Aware. Oo, hindi yung scared. Oh, hindi ko na sila pag-genshin.
Ayoko na, wag na.
Wag na
diba?
sila mag-games. Diba? Hindi gano'n. Hindi yun ang sagot. Kasi pag yun ang sagot, pag pinigilan nyo sila, lalong maghahanap yan. Diba? So, lalo silang hahanap ng ibang ways to do it. We often talk to Bean about the dangers of playing with strangers and not just online. Diba? So, the good thing about kids right now is that they kind of police one another. No? Parents need to provide backup. Kahit pinopolice nila yung each other. I mean, yun ang noteworthy about the kids now. No? They're more aware of these things. But you as a parent should also be there to provide backup and be aware also. No? Kamusta naman ang mga co-op nyo ni Bean?
Nagko-co-op talaga kami ni Bean. I guess not just in Genshin but also in the way she deals with people in the digital world. I guess since trabaho namin ni Rayon Digital, we always tell her about the dangers of online gaming. Kaya it reached the point where siya pa yung nagsasabi na, Mommy, we don't know that person, don't accept.
Ay, oo, ganyan yan. Lola yan.
Para siyang lola. I think the great thing about her generation is that they are so aware and that they talk about these things openly amongst themselves. Like, alam nila yung mga groomer na yan. You ask them and they will know. So what's important is that, one, we acknowledge that they have the values. And when the values are set, they kind of already learn to protect themselves. Kasi when it comes to digital, our children are actually very intuitive. Alam nila yung ginagawa nila. So it's very important that we set real human values. And that's our goal as parents.
Na-discuss natin yan one of these before na parang you are right. The kids are very, very intuitive when it comes to digital. And ang sabi mo nga sa akin, the most dangerous thing that can happen to a parent and a child relationship is when the child realizes that she actually knows more about her parents when it comes to these digital.
Knows more than her parents.
Oo, 'di ba? Parang pag nag-reach yung stage na yon na parang I know more than my parents. Kasi ang dami rin natin nakakausap na parents sa ganyan, diba? They tend to give up, no? Ay, bakit ako lagi nag-bring up ng mga negative? Kanina ako sa anime. Ako kanina sa anime. Ngayon, ito.
May angst kaya sa mga
kasi,
parents.
Marami ako nakakausap na parents eh. Parent whisperer. Joke. Yun, so, sasabihin nila, nako, di ko na alam yung kunyari, IG, di ba? So, pag hands off na sila, di ba? And the kids would say, hindi, mas marami akong alam sa kanya. Then they find their way around you, di ba? Parang na-mention mo yan di ba? That's super dangerous, di ba? Na parang when the parents lose the authority.
Yeah, when the parents lose not just authority but also interest. I think interest is very important. Yeah. So on that topic, I think interest is what bonds you together. Parang birds of the same feather flock together, sabi nga nila, di ba? So sometimes it's just as simple as, interesado ako sa mga bagay na gusto mo.
So going back to Genshin, since this is the topic for this episode, and these types of games, would you say that Genshin is a good game for our kids?
Yes, because it promotes cooperation instead of competition. Competition breeds bullying and toxicity. However, you have to play in moderation and make sure no credit cards are connected to the game. Kasi nga gacha game yan. So, and kids need to be taught responsibility. And it's a process.
Ang ganda ng point mo about cooperation and versus competition. There are lots and lots of games out there and probably down the line, sa ibang episodes, we will be talking about them. But that is why Joey promotes Genshin because of ang ganda ng nung community niya. They all help each other. Kahit hindi ako naglalaro, nakikita ko sila. At syempre, hindi dapat masyado nagpupuyat. Right?
Ayan, para tumangkad.
Yeah.
Okay. Ayan, and remember these games are designed to keep you playing.
So, Genshin for kids, check?
Check. But play responsibly.
Carry ba yan?
Carry.
Carry kita.
Carry kita.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.